How many of you out there think you're playing really nicely, but you just cannot score? In fact, your scores might have even gone up rather than down. I've got a massive suggestion for you today. Before we start, don't forget hit that link below to my website to get on the waiting list for lessons with myself here at Whittleby Park Golf Club. So a lot of you out there feel you're playing some great golf. You've probably played some great golf all season, but your handicap has gone up. You feel like you've been hitting the ball nicely. You might have held a few putts here and there. You might have even made a few birdies here and there, but your handicap has gone up. What's more than likely the cause? It's more than likely because even though you're hitting it well, you're not keeping that ball in play. It's going left and right. Even though it's coming out the middle, you're going out of play. You're having some penalty shots on your score, and that's just going to rocket those scores up. So you might make a few pars here and there, but the problem is those 7s, 8s and 9s are going to be on your scorecard, and it's up to us to get rid of them for you. So what's more than likely the cause? More than likely, believe it or not, is potentially in that backswing. Why? Because what we need to try and do is maintain a good quality sequence and chain of events on the way back. Now, what do we mean? Well, the ideal scenario here is to make sure we're a more repeatable golfer, is making sure that everything is working back almost in unison on the way back. So we don't necessarily want that feeling the hands and the arms are working back just independently. We want to make sure that everything is rotating around in that circular arc on that way back, which gives us the freedom with which to swing on the way through. So what I want you to do, I want you to do this for me. If you really struggle to score low, if you really struggle to keep that ball in play, this is it. What I want you to try and feel on the way back, I want you to try and feel your shoulders are rotating, but you feel that your elbows are on a level playing field on the way back. I don't want to see this. I don't want to see this. So in other words, I want you to feel if someone stands in front of you there, your elbows should be very much level. What we don't want to do is tilt too much. That right elbow will be really high. What we don't want to do is shallow out too much, and that right elbow would be too low. To get into the right sequence and chain of events, what we need to see happen is those elbows, when we reach halfway back, halfway being the shaft parallel to the ground, I want to see those elbows nice and level, because then all we do from there at the top is then turn and then swing through that golf shot from there. And that's the difference. So it's not that independent steep motion. It's not just the body just turning, the arms doing nothing. It's making sure that we're working it back in sequence. How do we know we do that? The elbows ideally should be level on the way back, because if they aren't, you're going to struggle for that repeatability.